Black Alpha Network, home of Black excellence.
Yo, what's good? One love, peace and love, family. How y'all doing? What's up? Sending out shots from the Certified Black Society, BLACK, B1s, Black Alpha Network. I am Black Alpha 6. Please bang that notification, bang that subscribe, share this with every single person you know who's about that life. I appreciate all the love. We gonna keep doing this thing from day one. I said this was gonna be all about the people. The black people who are really out here living it. Not the entertainers, not the rappers, the singers, the actors, not the fucking decoys, not the internet activists. This is going to be about the average, everyday, regular black person who's living a real life. They say the struggle is real and we in it, and there ain't no shame in that. This is who we represent. We've been saying that from day one, and it's gotten bigger every single moment. And this movement right here, this Black Alpha Network, this is us. This is all of us on one page, riding one motherfucking wave, staying on code, making shit happen. Cause there wouldn't be no network without every single one of y'all, without every last person who done show love, who done represent it to the fullest. So if you show love, I salute you all the way around. Because we gonna be the ones who keep the lights on. We gonna be the ones who make change. We gonna be the ones who actually make things happen. Everything that we come up with, every idea, everything that we know will push us forward, we gonna be the ones that do the pushing. Cause when these kids grow up, they're gonna grow up in the world that we created. And it's all good though, because there's nobody better than us. So in other words, any change that's gonna happen, it's gonna be because of us. Any empowerment that happens is gonna be because of us. And any motherfucking liberation is gonna be because of us. So we gonna get to it, we gonna get right to it, right here on the Black Alpha Network. Appreciate all the love, fam. Smash that like button, hit that notifications, and let's push the motherfucking line, for sure. But today we're gonna talk about as supremacy turns, as the world turns, as the game turns, the hustle, because there's so much going on right now. I mean, there is a lot of shit going on. There's always a lot going on for us, but they'll throw so many different things that sometimes we'll lose sight of every single issue. That's why we're gonna break these motherfuckers down step for step, verbatim. You got things going on outside the country, inside the country, domestic, abroad. You got things going on in the South, things going on in the North, on the East, and the West. If you turn on the news, there's a new story every day, socially, politically, financially, Mother Nature. I mean, look at it right now. We've been so focused on the things that they're doing over there in the Middle East, that blunder by Joe Biden, which we're going to get to in a minute, because that's a hustle, that's a con game, and we're going to break that the fuck down. But we've been so focused on that, a lot of people didn't even know a Category 4 hurricane was closing in on Louisiana. Closing right in on Louisiana during the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. And we all seen how that played out. We seen the way they abused black people. They left them stranded. They manipulated black folks. They removed them. They targeted them, displaced them, regentrified them. You had militia groups running around, just going after black folks, shooting at them. Come on now. Come on. The same exact thing they're going to try to use now. And this is why we got to focus on it. And I got a lot of people in New Orleans. I got a lot of people up and down Louisiana. So I send shots out and much love to all my people in Louisiana, Mississippi, and anybody affected. Y'all stay safe. Stay safe. I put out a tweet and I said, hey, with all the shit going on in the world, do not forget there's a Category 4 hurricane. Now, let me ask y'all this question. When the fuck has there been a Category 4 hurricane that got this little coverage? Most people didn't even know about it. Most people didn't even hear about this hurricane until it was knocking on the door. Till this motherfucker was showing up. Then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a hurricane coming. Because they was too worried about Afghanistan, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Islamistan. They didn't give a fuck about what was going on in Louisiana. And there's all the game to be played, and there's all a cycle as supremacy turns. Trust and believe. Oh yeah, that ain't gonna be the last. That is not gonna be the last. Let me ask you a question. When the fuck did you hear about Hurricane Ida? When did you hear about it? Did you hear about it weeks in advance? Because you know, they know when hurricanes are coming. They may not know the direct path until the last minute, but they know when hurricanes are forming. Have you heard anything about Hurricane Ida until what, 2-3 days out? 2 or 3 motherfucking days out? Now, when the fuck has that ever happened in America? When they got these news organizations and you got these news anchors who will have people dying on camera as long as they get ratings. Ratings means everything. I've seen anytime a hurricane comes, they'll be sitting on the motherfucking shore before the goddamn hurricane pull up. They'll be like, hey, the hurricane gonna be here around 7. Wind be blowing, knocking the fucking anchors over and shit. Y'all done seen the goddamn weather coverage. Go look at any news organization. I'm talking about Fox, CNN, NBC, ABC, every single major publication. They'll be out there exploiting a hurricane, exploiting an earthquake, a tornado, a goddamn rainstorm if it makes them money and gives them ratings, because this is America where a dollar is more important than a person. Y'all done seen it. I done seen goddamn news anchors out there in hurricane. They can't even stand straight. They be getting hit across the fucking head with debris, getting knocked the fuck over, struck by lightning, and they'll fucking get back up and say, more at 11. Dun, 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 dun. They don't give a fuck. They exploit the pain and suffering of people, especially if it's black people. If anybody's old enough to remember, go look at the way they covered Hurricane Katrina. People were out there suffering and they were putting the camera all in their face. They didn't do this for W's. Nope. When you go back and look at the footage, every piece of that goddamn footage was black folks. You see W's every so often because they were going to black folks, putting the camera all in their face and watching them suffer. That's why all the footage was of us suffering. All the footage you see of the Superdome, that was of us. And then you had militias running around. You didn't hear no stories about that. Where was the news at in covering how militias were going around targeting black folks in their neighborhoods? Little fucking communities was getting together and saying, oh, let's go get them. You didn't hear that though. All of a sudden the news didn't cover that. It came after the rain stopped, after the hurricane went away, when these people were trying to get their lives back together. This is when all the funny style shit started happening. And what they do, they took them same cameras that they didn't mind shoving in people's face when people were drowning. They didn't mind that. They didn't mind talking about, look at those black folks on the roof saying, please help us. They didn't give a fuck about that. But all of a sudden, after the hurricane goes away, what about the re-up to them stories? What happened to these people after? If you ever get the opportunity, go watch a film called When the Levees Broke. See what happened to these people the day after Katrina. You know what I'm saying? When the cameras went away. When they couldn't get ratings off of black suffering. What happened? All of a sudden, these funny, shady-ass organizations started coming in, start taking these motherfucking donations. I was hearing stories because I got people in Louisiana personally. I got folks in the 9th Ward personally. And I was hearing stories about all these motherfucking groups coming in, taking these fucking donations, and not $1 went to the community. And if the money did go to the community, it was after the community was regentrified. And they moved all the black folks out and they started putting in Starbucks. It was a test run. My brother said that back in the day. He said what went on in New Orleans and what went on in Louisiana, that was really a test run for the regentrification that was about to sweep through the country. And if you look, that's what happened. Regentrification was a domino effect after Hurricane Katrina. They love using natural disasters as a means to come on in now and let's clean up. Let's get these folks out of here. The hurricane came in, knocked the whole damn city down. Now, when we clean it, we're going to take the housing out along with the people. And a lot of people, a lot of towns, y'all know, they were sending refugees and shit everywhere. Look how those refugees got treated opposed to the refugees from Afghanistan. There was no Airbnbs for people who were getting relocated from Hurricane Katrina. The same way there will not be no Airbnbs for refugees who get relocated from Hurricane Ida, which is going on right now as I speak. Trust me, focus, let's get this shit. We get real over here on the Black Alpha Network. BLACK, Certified Black Society. No front, no filters. We get right to it. Just the real. So if y'all ever gonna donate to anybody, vet who you donate. Really check and see where the fuck your money's going. See who the fuck is getting them dollars that you donate. Make sure it's a thorough organization and it's a real grassroots organization. Treat it like politics. The more mainstream it gets, the more bullshit it is. It's got to be a real grassroots organization. The same way we fuck with real grassroots activists in the black community, we got to fuck with real grassroots humanitarian groups. For sure. I mean, y'all remember, go back in time. Y'all remember all them fucking celebrities? They were supposedly donating all this goddamn money. Here's a meal here, here's a meal here. And the money never gets to any person who's black. And these disasters that predominantly affect poor black people, you never meet anybody who ever got $1 from these motherfuckers. They'd donate $2 billion and a black person is getting kicked out of his house and can't get a penny of the shit. Can't get one. So where's the money going? Where's the money going? Ask that question. If the money's being raised and these motherfuckers is collecting all these dollars, but the dollar isn't getting to the people who are the most affected, all these fucking charitable organizations ain't helping the people. Where's the money going? I'll tell you where it's going. Who the fuck you think is paying for that new Regentrified Starbucks building? That new Regentrified Walmart? That new Regentrified school? Where you think all that money's going? Yeah, as supremacy turns. That's the goddamn cycle. Natural disaster ruins a city, affects poor black people. They throw the black people out with the debris, and all the donations that were for the people who are suffering goes to the new residents from Regentrification, and they get all the money for some shit that happened when they weren't even there. Seen it, saw it, watched it. And the shit is a cycle as supremacy turns. So to put it in plain terms, little Timmy and little Sally's new bright home and their new bright school, that was paid for with donation money that was supposed to go to black folks who were misplaced. Yeah, that new Starbucks building that Karen, the wife, goes and works at, that building was built with donation money that was supposed to go to black folks who have been misplaced. Let's take it a step further. Them new roads and new street signs, them new street lights. Who the fuck you think paid for that? You think it went to the people who were misplaced to help them pay their rent? To help them get by? You think it went to the people who were suffering when the money was donated to? Or do you think it went to the new gentrified citizens that are living happily ever after off the money for some shit that went on when they were still living on the other side of town? Checkmate. All the people in New Orleans, they say that shit. They say to remember New Orleans means you got to remember the old New Orleans. You got to remember the old New Orleans. I seen a study one time and they were talking about how this district, check this out. I want you to understand the supremacist slang. I want you to pick up on the deceit and the deception. We break this shit down. We not the motherfuckers with W's can run that same lie on us for 400 years and we just can't ever seem to understand it. No. We see the lie before that motherfucker get it out of his mouth. Straight up. When he's starting to just, not lying motherfucker. That's how we do. We call that shit out before it happens. And that's the way you got to do as supremacy turns. So I seen this study and they were talking about a district in New Orleans, okay? In the poor area of New Orleans. And they were talking about how better it's doing after the hurricane, which was a goddamn lie. They start talking about how everything is back to normal. The people there are happy, da-da-da-da-da. It was some old Martin Luther King had a dream shit, you know? It was despite what you see, despite the facts, everything that's real, let's just run with a fake pretend story and we're all going to pretend. That's what the fuck it was. The whole goddamn segment was rooted in bullshit. And they made it so they could take the spotlight off of how black folks were done wrong, targeted, regentrified, and displaced out of their homes. They made it to where it seems like everybody went back to their house. Now, we all know people personally, and they never went back home, and their lives were turned upside down, and they never got fixed. You understand? That's the reality. But the news talked about how these people are back in their houses, talk about how the crime has went down, and then they start focusing on school. They said in these school districts, all the test rates and the study scores have all went up. How they're doing so much better after the hurricane. But here's the motherfucking bullshit. And here's the deception in the game they're trying to run. They talk about how crime went down, the schools are better, the students are thriving. But here's what they didn't tell you. Is that the folks they're talking about, the people living there now, them ain't the same people as before. It's a whole different group of people because the original people y'all kicked out and ran out. Yeah, so you talk about how the students are doing better and the schools are better. That's because these new students, these new residents, these privileged residents, oh, they got access to the most funding, the most paid, the best schools, the best teachers, the best doctors, the best lawyers, the best pencils, colored pencils, pencil sharpeners, scissors, all that shit. And the people who were living there before, they all had access to one thing, anti-black racism, which breeds poverty. So the whole segment and the whole fake ass study was bullshit. And we call that shit the fuck out. I mean, and look, further point, they haven't even made it a state of emergency yet. This shows you they don't give a damn. This shows you that all we got is ourselves, and this shows you that we got to hold each other down. Straight up. They haven't even made it a state of emergency. And anybody who knows hurricanes or floods or anything, they'll make it a state of an emergency before it even hits. They'll call that out in advance. They ain't call this out in advance. This is a category 4. Going to a place that you know has had issues already, that's built in a goddamn bowl, that is prone to flooding. Come on. And you never even made this a state of emergency? Come on. No talk. And that further brings home our point again, that we all we got. And this is all a deliberate plan. So keep your eyes on New Orleans, keep your eyes on Louisiana, Mississippi, all of our people affected. I hope y'all all stay safe. Y'all all stay fucking strong, man. And all we got is each other. I'm seeing right now, straight up, I'm seeing people on Twitter putting out things saying, hey, I'm stuck here. I'm stranded here. Help me. And the family is out there sticking up for each other, retweeting it and shit, and trying to send it out to as many people as can help. And I heard some real search and rescue people, some real brothers and sisters that were coming down from the upper south. They were coming down to help and assist because, you know, that's all we got. We ain't waiting on them to come and help us because it'll be Hurricane Katrina all over again. And that just doesn't go for this situation. That goes for every single disaster that happens after. All right, this goes on for every single thing that goes on after this, tomorrow, the next motherfucking day. We got to be the ones out here. I don't give a fuck if you retweeting, somebody's out there stuck and you catch a tweet, retweet that motherfucker. It may fall into the eyes of somebody who has the ability to help. You know, go find real organizations. I see some real brothers out there trying to find real search and rescue and real donation spots that where we can help our people, because that's all the fuck we got. You understand? So much love. All y'all stay safe, and anybody out there who's helping, help. Because it's going to be the same cycle as supremacy turns. So they don't talk about this hurricane. They didn't talk about this shit until the day it happened, because they were too busy talking about everything else, things that didn't affect us. But didn't this same thing just play out in Haiti? There's a hurricane that's going to Louisiana, New Orleans, which we know is a very black dominated area. I mean, look at Haiti. Did y'all see what happened in Haiti? Was that the most undercovered, under talked about earthquake that you've ever seen? Now, mind you, any other motherfucking time, they are sitting there fronting news trying to get ratings off of people suffering. All of a sudden, they're not doing that. You know why? It's because like Hurricane Katrina and like the first earthquake that happened in Haiti a few years ago, we're on to the game. We see the bullshit. We saw the motherfucking smoke signals. We seen some funny style shit. And when our eyeballs got locked in on that shit, they tried to flip the game up. They said, let's just not talk about it. All this game where they wait till bad things happen and then they send in all these little snakes and shit and they manipulate the people and then they try to exploit the folks. They pull that shit when we not looking. But when we start looking, they just stop talking. Yeah, no talk. Earthquake happens in Haiti, motherfuckers talked about it for 2 seconds. No talk. Hurricane happens coming up the goddamn coast straight to New Orleans on the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. No talk. Hush. You see, because they learned from the last time. One thing about them, they're not like Sambos. They're not going to fall for the same lie for 400 fucking years. They're not going to run the same shit for 400 years. It ain't going to happen. They're going to always try to come up with new shit. They're going to always mutate. They're always going to find a new thing. If you cover this shit, they're going to move to this one. You expose that, they're going to move to that one. They're going to do anything they can to benefit themselves. Even if that shit means changing 13 times in one day. They'll do it. It's by hook or by crook. That's how they get down. And they'll do it with no shame. Even if that means playing both sides of the argument, like Neely Fuller teaches us. Even if that means talking out the side of your neck, they'll do it. It doesn't matter. These motherfuckers ain't got no shame. They'll tell you they didn't do what they just did. They'll tell you they didn't say what they just said. It doesn't fucking matter. That's what they do. So this is the game that they play. They pulled that bullshit on us before, and a lot of people got on it. A lot of people start talking about it. This is why when Tariq Nasheed made his documentary about Haiti, he talked about a lot of the things that went on after the earthquake. A lot of the criminal shit that popped off. This is what goes on. The same way we just broke down everything that happened after Hurricane Katrina. You see how when our eyes are on it, hush, no talk. They get quiet. They've made the decision that if we get on to them, they'll just get quiet and not talk about it. They'll start moving in motherfucking silence. And that's what's going on. This is why the Haiti situation was not covered. Go look at what happened in Haiti. This shit just happened this summer. It just motherfucking happened. All right? People are over in Haiti suffering. And the same cast of characters that exploited Haiti the first time, they sitting there rubbing their motherfucking hands like a villain in a Disney movie. You know what I mean? They coming in right now to do all of the motherfucking things. And we ain't gonna say them all because y'all know what the fuck they are. They going over there right now to do the same things they did back when the first earthquake happened. Straight up and down. Anytime you can get on the internet and you see all of these things playing out, but then you turn on your television and they don't say nothing about it, they're doing that shit on purpose. No talk. Watch out for any strange faces, any funny style shit. Get them up out of there and run them off the block the same way we do to these decoys. So straight up, one love to all of our brothers in Haiti. One love to all of our sisters in Haiti. One love to all of our people all around the motherfucking planet. I don't give a fuck. If you black and you certified, we got you. We got to hold each other down. Because if we leave it up to them and you got your hand out waiting for the savior to come, he going to leave your ass stranded. The only motherfucker going to have your back when it get real is your brother. Only motherfucker going to have your back when it's real is your sister. Remember that shit. Live by that. That's the way the game goes. So we're going to stay certified, we're going to stay on our grind, and we're going to do it as supremacy turns. So that's the motherfucking cycle right here. Let's talk about another way and how they're trying to elevate people above us. We already said how they're going to do it with regentification. We see that every goddamn day. It's in New Orleans, it's in motherfucking Baltimore, it's in New York, it's in small motherfucking places. In Atlanta, I don't give a fuck. Killer Mike can talk all that Wakanda shit if he want. They trying to turn Wakanda into Winona. They trying to turn Cleveland into Clint, Baltimore into Bob, Philly into Phyllis, St. Louis into St. Williamsburg. You don't trust me? Go look at the history of Miami. Go look at the history of all these motherfucking places. They'll do that shit in the past, they'll do that shit in the future. They'll put a motherfucking highway right through your town. And they'll use the damnedest things as a catalyst to go out and do it, even if it's a hurricane or an earthquake. Or if it's a blunder in the Middle East, like what Joe Biden's got going on right now. Joe Biden, quite frankly, has been a fucked up president. All right, up and down, left and right. We all called it, motherfucker. We said it. We predicted it in November. We predicted it before November. We been said that shit, but nobody wanted to listen. They was on a typical goddamn, anybody but Trump. Anybody but Trump. Blue no matter who, no matter where, no matter when. That typical Sambo dancing, plantation parade, that same Democrat bullshit. And they done fucked around, and you done ran from one known supremacist to another known supremacist. But you thought you was running away. Oh shit, goddamn. Let's say that one more motherfucking time right here on the goddamn Black Alpha Network where we put shit down. Let's say it one more time. Black folks think they out here running away from the plantation, and they really just running to another plantation. Yeah. See, if they listen, we had this shit all laid the fuck out and scoped the fuck out because we call it as it is. We don't fall for the same trick 100 million motherfucking times. We don't give nobody the benefit of the doubt. We independent. It's all about us. Period. Point motherfucking blank. So we predicted everything that's going on now. And Joe Biden, quite frankly, he's a laughing stock. Joe Biden's really the laughing stock. Nobody's really supporting Joe Biden right now except for black Democrats. I'm starting to see W liberals clowning them. They got a whole hashtag Biden remorse. They got Biden needs to be impeached. They got it all. The only people out here who are really still caping for him are the Democrats. That's it. Nobody else is rocking with this guy. His own base is starting to look at him funny. Yeah, because what'd he do? He evacuates from a country and he left Americans over there. And it looks real funny style when you're evacuating and you're bringing all of these refugees over here, but yet you still got Americans over there stranded. That's enough to make the biggest Democrat look at him funny, look at him sideways. And that's what's going on now. I was just looking at it. I seen a guy, he talking about, I voted Democrat my whole life. I voted for Jimmy Carter. I voted for Bill Clinton 2 times, Barack Obama. But I tell you one thing, Joe Biden, he is a damn disgrace. His own base and his own party looking at him funny. You're starting to see people who are Democrats saying, Joe, come on, he's falling asleep in meetings and shit. Sleepy Joe. Motherfucker's been called this shit out. He was falling asleep when he was running for president. Hell, you got speeches where he didn't even know he was running for president. He talking about, that's why I'm running for Senate. Hey, matter of fact, fuck that. It's the Black Alpha Network. Hit that subscribe, bang them notifications, hit that motherfucking like. We got receipts, like always. Listen.
You don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate, the United States Senate, the United States Senate, the United States Senate.
Before
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over if you like what you see. Help out. If not, vote for the other by. Give me a look, though, okay? If not, vote for the other by. If not, vote for the other by. Look me over if you like what you see. Help out. If not, vote for the other by. Give me a look, though, okay?
Before I get to the point where he just said he was running for Senate and forgot he was running for president, and by the way, that just happened. Could any of y'all even under motherfucking stand what he said at the end? If giving live and look for and having there. What the fuck? This is who y'all caping for? This is who you caping for? I promise you, his goddamn interviews and his speeches and his addresses and press conferences, he needs goddamn subtitles at the bottom. That shit sound like one elongated word. That shit sound like one running sentence. I can't make it out. You know what I'm saying? I can't understand what he's saying. He could barely talk. He looks like he's trying to catch his breath when he's speaking. Man, it's a whole gang of shit. You feel me? And this is the one that black Democrats are caping for. This is the guy, which we all predicted what it was. So when you got us certified blacks who predicted the bullshit, because remember, we gonna hold them accountable after the election. Motherfucker, you can't hold your rent accountable. Fuck you talking about. Get your mind right. But when you got certified blacks who predicted this, you got his fellow Democrats, his fellow base, calling him a disgrace, flipping on him, flip-flopping, and you the only one on that island still caping. Boy, that's cold. Boy, that's cold, that's sour. They know they wrong. And hey, right now they got that look on their face when someone knows they wrong, but they don't want to say it out loud. That's what they looking like. They hide and they duck. I told y'all, they used to want to talk politics all the time. They don't even want to talk it no more. The people who have been the most silent right now during this whole Afghanistan fiasco has been black Democrats. Because everybody now is looking at him saying, this y'all people, this your man. And they're like, and they shameful. So they trying to hide. They trying to stay the fuck out of Dodge. They don't want to be in the cameras at all. You ain't seen them. You ain't seen none of them damn black Democrats on TV talking. Nope, because they look foolish. And that's what it is right now. So Joe Biden makes a blunder over there and he leaves Americans stranded. What they say, he brings in refugees from Afghanistan to America, but he leaves Americans stranded in Afghanistan. That's a bad look, bruh. That's a bad look. And I'm talking about the damn whole country right now ain't feeling that. And he's starting to feel the heat. That's why he's getting mad. He's getting upset. Listen.
So thank you very much, and thank you, Commissioner. I really think it all works. I'm not supposed to take any questions, but go ahead.
Mr. President, on Afghanistan.
I'm not going to answer Afghanistan now.
Can you say if they're still in acute
Okay.
risk in Afghanistan?
He got mad. He hit the desk and said, I'm out. Because it's starting to get to him. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Straight up, there's no other way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Only the black Democrats got their paintbrushes out and they trying to make it something that ain't. But it is a disaster and everybody else is willing to call it what it is. Straight up, all the way. And he's got a countdown coming and it's probably only going to get more crazy. Just, oof, crazy. But here's the kicker. He brings in these people from outside of America. And what does he do? He brings in thousands of them, gives them priority 2 refugee status. And let me say this, priority 2 refugee status is above black people, okay? Because black folks are at the bottom. We're at the bottom of everything. This is why refugees can come over and they can go right to the top. They get loans, they get access, public assistance, all the above. Shit that black folks get denied. You understand? And this is all by design. So now you have people coming over from there. What cities you think they're going to? A couple brothers said it to me real clear. They said, I guarantee you in a couple years, those same people are going to come to our towns, come to our cities, set up shop with loans, with public access, with all types of assistance that they're going to receive to get a head start above us. And then they're going to start wagging their finger at us, talking about some, you don't work hard here, and talk that same anti-black racism that the rest of them do. And it's all by design. So not only does Joe Biden bring in people from the southern border and place them above us, now he's bringing in people from the other side of the goddamn earth and putting them above us. And that's why people looking at him funny right now. And this is what's going on right here, right today, as Supremacy turns. So keep your eye open, keep your eye on the prize and stay focused, because a lot of this shit is going to come all the way back in and it's going to come all the way back home. So when you start seeing new gas stations in the neighborhood, new laundromats in the neighborhood, who you think they are? They're the same people that Joe Biden is taking and he's placing right here. As a matter of fact, if you just do the counting, he's already brought in thousands, hundreds of thousands of people right here to America. And they're all being put in a higher class than us. I mean, this guy basically is just operating, there is no border in America. Just everybody come on in. Everybody. So you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But the reality is, this guy's been a failure and everything that we predicted has came true. But, you know, that ain't nothing else because we've been giving out motherfucking race receipts and they've been looking for race refunds. So what's the difference? The difference is that they hold the mails and all we do is win. You feel me? And since we're breaking down all the current events and everything that's going on right now as the game turns, there was a story out of California where a lady had seen a black child with a bunch of W's and the child looked like she was in distress. She looked like something was wrong with her. And this lady's just being a concerned citizen. You know, and she thinks something's wrong, so she films it and she contacts the police. She's like, yo, something's happening here. I got a bad feeling. Y'all check it out.
They're not feeding their adopted child. She's crying. They're being racist towards their daughter. You guys we need to expose these people, this family. Look at her. She looks hungry. And they're making her say that she's not hungry. And these people are disowning her and they're probably using her as a slave like they were back in the day. So yes, the sheriffs are on the way. I called the cause because yes, I'm a Catholic ass person and I'm not about to watch this go by. That is very rude and very disgusting of these people.
Same thing that happens every single day. That's somebody being a good Samaritan, a concerned citizen, makes a call, police check it out. If there's something there, they move on. If there's something there, they keep it moving. Well, check this out. They do what they always do. They give a half investigation because this is what they do. They'll give a BS investigation, or if they find something, they'll give slaps on the wrist. Everything they do is going to be minimized. It's going to be minute. It's going to be very small. The investigations will be small. We ain't see nothing. I look for 2 seconds, nothing here. Keep it moving, nothing to see here, folks. Or, that was wrong. You committed that heinous crime. Here's some probation. Everything they do is designed to protect each other because they get on W code. You understand? So what ended up happening? They come and do a BS investigation, trash, look at it, 2 seconds, keep it moving. No, nothing here. And then the lady who reported it, the good citizen, she gets arrested for providing a false report. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Is it that she provided a false report, or is it that she was sticking up for a black person? And when you stick up for a black person, you kick into those in-laws. And remember, when we say in-laws, we ain't talking about your relatives. Nah, it's a different set of rules that only apply to black folks. Had she been making a call, trying to protect little Billy, little Timmy, little Sally, little Susie, they'd have came in, did a full investigation, took care of it. Detectives would have came in, they would have solved that issue quick. And the lady, they would have held her in high regard, said she's a good citizen. She saved the day. They would have painted her like a hero. She might have got the damn keys to the city. They'd have gave her a reward for it. They'd have talked about, look at this citizen, she helped us out. But her problem was, she was sticking up for a black child. And since she's sticking up for a black child, it's a whole different game. The rules change when the color changes. When the color turns to black, the rules, the laws, the beliefs, the approaches, and everything flip-flops. So it goes from she did something good when it's for little Timmy. She did something good when she did it for little Sally. But she committed a crime when she did it for a black person. Because remember, to stick up for a black person is breaking the law and the system of supremacy. And that's what she found out. So she got arrested. Now mind you, you'll never see these Karens out here who make all kinds of false reports. 5 black people are walking down the street. Well, what are they doing? Just walking. Okay, we'll investigate it. She don't go to jail. You don't see that. 5 black people are swimming in the pool. Well, what are they doing? They're swimming. Well, that's what they do in pools. They swim. But can you come check it out? We'll be there. No problem. Nope. All types of false reports. Every single black person listening right now knows you'd have been falsely accused your whole life. And the people who falsely accused you are never held responsible. They're never punished, and they're damn sure never arrested. Never arrested. So when somebody is out here making a real distress call where they see a black child that may be in danger, perhaps could be harmed, and they're legit concerned. And if you listen to the video, the woman was legitimately concerned. You could hear it in her voice. She really thought something may be wrong with that black girl. She was doing her good deed as a citizen. The same shit that they promote in America. We as Americans stand by each other, protect each other, all races, all colors. We're all just the human race. Yeah. But when you're trying to help a black person, your ass go to jail. Meanwhile, all these people are out here talking about, I feared for my life. And they're out here attacking black people for holding wallets and cell phones, sandwiches. Do you ever hear anybody held accountable for that? No, them folks got on code real quick. They said, you ain't gonna be out here helping no damn black kid. We allow this to happen anyway, and you trying to mess it up. Because you know what law stands for? Law means legally allowing supremacy. But of course, and that's their code, and that's why we stay on our code. And that's why we don't budge. We stay straight up with it, and we bring it how we bring it all day, every day. So salute to that lady, and salute to our code. Let's keep on grinding. They got it, we got it. Yes, indeed. And one more thing, another thing. While we sitting there talking about as supremacy turns, we talking about all the current events and things that are going on. Let me send a shout out to somebody. For real. And this gonna probably blow some people, but I gotta keep it 100. Shout out to Lil Boosie. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not one of the motherfuckers who be like, man, our brother Boosie, and he done did so much for the community, and he this. Because a lot of times black folks do that. But if somebody do something that's stand up and committable, we'll sit there and run with that shit and try to turn them into goddamn Martin Luther King. I ain't doing all that. Boosie's Boosie. Boosie do some off code shit. But one thing he did that's on code that I respect is when he went on the Breakfast Club, he said what he said, and he stood on all 10. See, we live in this world now where you gotta watch what you say. You gotta play nice. It's the participation trophy era. It's the ribbon in the cookie era. Everybody gets a word in era. Be nice. Watch what you say. See, that's not where we from. We from the era where it's tell it how it is. You know, I tell motherfuckers quick, I'm from the tell it how it is generation, not the be careful what you say generation. So anybody who relates to speaking what's on your mind, saying what it is, saying how you feel, and not budging, not apologizing, I salute you. Therefore, I gotta salute Lil Boosie. Straight up and down. He went on the Breakfast Club. They was trying to throw everything at him. Charlemagne, Envy, and whatever the old broad, whatever her name is, I forget, her. They were sitting there coming at him with more aggression than they've ever came at a race soldier. You know what I mean? They never came at a race soldier like that. They don't have that same smoke that they had for Boosie. They sat there with Boosie and was trying to cite statistics and be like, this group here and this group is oppressed and that group and this group and that group. And Boosie was saying, I just feel how I feel. He didn't even say anything wrong. He simply said, this is how I feel. These people feel how they feel. I feel this way. They may not be on the same page and may not connect, but they got the right to feel the way they feel. I got the right to feel how I feel. And the fact that they were trying to paint what he was saying as something wrong, because that's what they do to black people. They take something we say that is completely civil, completely standard, okay, ain't hurt nobody at all. They take what we say and they try to inflate it and turn it into something that was just slander, something that was just so bad and evil, and we just can't tolerate it. They always do this with black people. They exaggerate shit we say, they blow it out of proportion, and they try to run us out of the community. That's what they did to the baby, you know? And I gotta give another shout out to him. Hey, I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. Anytime somebody stands on their motherfucking square and they speak their mind in this era and this world we live in today with this society, I salute you. I salute people who are solid. You know what I mean? Not empty, not hollow, not frail, not weak, not soft, solid. Because the easiest thing you can do is be true to yourself and have the courage of your conviction to stand by your word. And we don't live in a world like that. People sit back and they're scared to say what's real. This is why so much bullshit festers and all this fuckery goes on. You want to know why there's so much fuckery and why we're always having to correct some shit or we always got to call something out like the crate challenge? You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to that. The reason why we got to call all this shit out is because nobody can confront it. No one can call it how it is. Say what needs to be said. Everybody is scared to speak what's real because they don't want to get canceled. And I'm going to run that back to Lil Boosie. See, Lil Boosie, they tried to cancel him a couple times. Every weekend, they're trying to get rid of him. But the reason they can't do that is because Lil Boosie's fans are hood folk, people off the block, street people. He's not abiding by no goddamn corporation. See, the more you're into a corporation, they can cut off your sponsors, kick you off tour, not allow you to come here. They try to cancel Lil Boosie, and he just did a goddamn Boosie bash down in Louisiana and turned that motherfucker up and had all the best rappers come and they rocked that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because when you represent the grassroots, the regular folks, no matter how you feel about him, no matter how you feel about his music, but when you represent the average person and you don't have to bow to no corporation, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, how the fuck you want to say it. That's why they can't cancel him. They kicking other rappers off tour and out of concerts, and he just had a concert. And then he brought the baby in. So the whole world said, the baby get out of here. And they just blew that shit up. I mean, you got supremacists that ain't even making the news, and the baby was in the headlines for 2 weeks. They never even covered that little boy who got shot at in his neighborhood. Matter of fact, the little boy who got shot in his neighborhood. Y'all remember that story? The little boy Jacoby. They didn't cover that story at all. News didn't pick it up once. But the baby was breaking news, news at 11, front page for 2 weeks straight. He was on the LA Times. Really? That's what they do to black men. They exaggerate the problem and they try to overly cancel us. But what Boosie did, Boosie said, shit, I'm gonna throw my own party because they can't cancel me because I represent the street. And when you represent the street, you got it real. So he brought in the baby and he put money in this man's pocket. The baby got a song. He said, y'all took money out of my pocket. That's just to feed my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So what Boosie did, he put money in the black man's pocket, and I'm gonna always salute that. He sent that man a private plane and picked him up in the range. That's how you handle your brother. When the world didn't give him a chance, Boosie did, and that's commendable. Let's move on to the next one. Can we please talk about, because we're breaking it down, I don't give a fuck, a bunch of things that are popping off right now, we're going to break them down step by step. We're going to talk about everything that's going on in the world, everything that's going on that affects certified black society. If it's bullshit, we're going to call it out. If it's real, we're going to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about something else that's going on. If we chopping game, this is how we do with the family. Consider like we at the motherfucking house. If you smoking, you drinking, you chilling, you riding, whatever the fuck it is, just see me. I'm riding right next to you. Because I don't stand behind my family. I stand right on the side of them. So let's talk about something I've been wanting to get on, man, since we just game chopping and we keeping it real. And we talking family to family. What's up with the goddamn crate challenge, y'all? God damn. What the fuck? I try to stay out of the ignorant shit. I try to stay in my own goddamn lane. There's so much goddamn bullshit that when I see it, trust me, I'm aware of it. Just because I don't speak on it don't mean I'm not aware of it. But this shit got to be addressed. What Paul Mooney say? Paul Mooney said, if a motherfucker gonna dance for chicken, he got to get called on it. If a motherfucker gonna walk up crates, fall backwards, and break his goddamn neck, he got to get called on it, okay? All right, that is some ignorant, baffled, bull jive shit. Straight up and down. These motherfuckers is buffooning, cooning and buffooning. All right, I had never even watched the video. I promise you, I didn't watch one. I would see it come up on my timeline, and like me and my mama say, I got a good idea. I don't gotta watch every goddamn thing. I can see it, and I can see it in my mind, you know. So I never watched one. Never. I heard about it. Motherfuckers chirped about it. People talked about it. I was aware of it. Cool. All I did was SMH. Shake my head. Some more. Okay, that's some cool shit. Gotcha. All right. Because remember, it was the goddamn chicken sandwich a goddamn year ago. Then it was goddamn Gorilla Glue. Then it was goddamn alcohol and setting yourself on fire. There's always some coon ass challenge that you see. It's the coon challenge. And you know next year is going to be another one. It'll be goddamn who can walk on glass or who can catch the baby out the window. Who can jump off a roof and land on their feet and do the shit on camera. Oh, goddamn. Just when you think cooning can't get no goddamn worse, a motherfucker come along with some shit like the crate challenge. I'm to it. I'm done. Cooning is fucking limitless. These motherfuckers will do it all. I'm telling you, eventually it's gonna be who can catch the goddamn baby? Who can catch the baby out the window? God damn. Hey, so I ain't never ever seen no fucking video until last night. Last night was the first time I seen any of these goddamn videos. Cause I stay away from that stupid shit. Straight up and down. There's enough stupid shit in the world. I don't have to go seek out stupid shit. Stupid shit will find you. You can sit down, stay away from it, lock your door, and eventually some stupid shit gonna come knocking. So you don't have to go find ignorant shit. You don't have to go seek it out. Okay? It'll come. Trust me. It'll be there when you're not expecting it. And trust me, it'll be there. So I didn't go look for it. And I'm fucking around on the internet and I'm typing up something else and a goddamn challenge popped up. And I said, God damn, what the fuck is this? Clicked it. But this one was a compilation. So it was like fucking 30 different ones. God damn. Really? These motherfuckers is the circus. These are the people when we say we ain't all gonna make it. No. Let's rephrase that, please. Okay, B1s, can we rephrase that? We ain't all gonna make it. How about this? We ain't all getting a motherfucking invite because them motherfuckers ain't coming. I'm gonna tell you that today. Straight up. They asses is getting stopped at the goddamn door, turned around. If your ass don't walk up a goddamn crate, slipped, busted your goddamn head, broke your goddamn ankle and your goddamn wrist, your ass ain't coming with me to the promised land. You can keep your ass there because I don't want no goddamn circus shit coming. Catch the baby, walk on glass, alcohol, Gorilla Glue in your fucking hair. You keep your ass there. I don't see it. So these motherfuckers is putting in goddamn extra work to get it done. You know you is on some goddamn bull, jive, buffoon shit when you going to find the goddamn crates that is going to break your goddamn back later on today. You going to seek out the shit that's going to hurt you. I see some girl, she flipped and twisted and spun. Her ass looked like Simone Biles from goddamn the Olympics. Okay. Only difference is she didn't land on her feet. She landed on her goddamn weave. And everybody's like, oh, I'm just sitting there thinking, what the fuck you think was gonna happen? I seen the motherfucker go up. This dude is 350. I'm like, bro, you're 350. The crate weighs goddamn ounces. What you think you was gonna do? And guess what? His ass face planted. Bah, right on the goddamn ground. Brother, you're 350. You got a hard enough time walking without tripping and falling. You ain't walking up no crates, partner. This ain't no tightrope. You ain't at the Hood Olympics. That don't exist. Only thing that exists is the damn circus. It's the goddamn circus. There ain't no goddamn rules. These people operate with no rules, no nothing. Just living life, clowning. What my man say, that's the problem. Ain't nobody playing but you. You know what I mean? They walk up and down these streets all day playing. That's it. Let's walk up a crate. Let's Gorilla Glue our goddamn hair. They circus. So they not coming. That circus culture and these circus clowns, hey, clowns belong in the circus and the circus can't come with B1s. That's what it is. So when they come knock and say, come on, what about us, man? I'm a brother too. Then they're going to want to get serious. They'll play all day long. Not give a damn about liberation. Not give a damn about wealth. Not give a damn about the black experience. They'll play all day long. Be going up crates and catching babies and all that shit. But as soon as they see us rolling out and they see us on that ride to the money, then all of a sudden they're going to want to be black then. They're like, come on, man. I'm your brother. Nope. Your ass is a crate challenger. So go over there and walk that goddamn crate and go stand in line for a goddamn Popeye chicken sandwich and we gonna go get this money. You ain't welcome. And I'm gonna say it right now, I don't wanna hear that goddamn we. Please, don't come over here talking like that, man. We need to do better. No, ain't no goddamn we. Shit. Don't be coming up here talking about, man, come on, black folks. Nope, ain't no damn black folks. That's them. Them is crate folks. Them is Gorilla Glue folks. And ain't no black. No. We over here. They over there. We're going to put a line right in the goddamn center. So I don't hear that we shit. I don't hear that, man, black folk, we always doing this. Nope, they. Know the difference between saying we and saying they. This is a they situation. This is not a we situation. Now let's talk about getting some money. We can say we. Let's talk about some liberation. We can say we. Let's talk about some empowerment. We can say we. As soon as your ass mentioned crate, they. And it's not just that you're doing it. I'm telling you, that cooning is limitless. It ain't that you're just doing it. I see these motherfuckers doing it, and there's literally a crowd of 150 people. And they all sitting there watching this shit like the WWE. They're going, ooh, ah, ooh. So this circus ass behavior, here's how you handle it. You laugh at their ass. Straight up and down. That's how you handle it. If a motherfucker gon' dance for chicken, he gotta get called on it. R.I.P. to Paul Mooney. So if a motherfucker gon' walk up a crate, fall on his goddamn face or fall on her weave, if your ass is gonna stand in line and fight somebody over a goddamn chicken sandwich, your ass gonna get called on it. And we gonna laugh at your ass all night long. All motherfucking day. Bet that. But yo, this has been the episode of the Black AlphaCast, man. You know, we had to go out on the bang, keeping it real all the way, certified. It's been good kicking it with y'all, certified all the time, man. Hit me up on Twitter. If I ain't following you, hit me up so I can follow you so we can be on one page. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the family. Hey, if you notice, we pushing, we building. This shit is getting bigger every single day. And eventually we're going to get to a level where ain't nobody going to be able to see us. And eventually every single thing that we say we're going to do, we're going to make happen. And we're going to do it with real style, real grace, but we're going to do it with respect and we're going to do it with class. The best way to do it is do it for us because the best people out here are each other. You understand? But one love to all y'all out there listening, man. Y'all stay safe. Hit me up in the comment section. Hit the notifications. Share this. If you got anybody real, share it with them, man, because we all each one teach one. When we all do a little, then we all can do a lot, and we're going to grow because this network means all of us. I think this is the first group, the first team, the first set, whatever you want to call it. I think this is the first, movement where everybody's involved. Everybody. This ain't just like two leaders and everybody else just follow suit. This ain't just one guy. This is all of us. And every single thing that we say, we do together. A lot of things, if y'all notice, that I'll speak on here is what people have hit me up and told me. You know what I'm saying? What y'all have kicked to me. You'll tell me some shit and I'll be like, hey, let me put that down. That's how we do things. You got to learn from those around you and you got to surround yourself with good people. Good people means good company. Good company means good energy. And good energy means good results. And that's what we on right here at the Black Alpha Network. That's me, you, and everybody. But this one right here, oh yeah, it goes out to all my brothers, sisters, kings, queens, the goddess, and the gods. Black is beautiful, and beautiful is black, baby. One love.